Hi, this is Reginald Martin of the Agentic Teacher, and today I wanted to give you an example of a workflow and a specific example for a workflow for a home cleaning business. Now, what I'm showing you is the difference between how you can prompt ChatGPT with something generic, but then get something totally different when you give it context. So let's go through this. So it's a home cleaning business and customer reply. So a practical guide to getting better AI generated replies by giving ChatGPT the context it actually needs. So the reason why you want to do this is because you don't want to keep rewriting emails. So this is actually a workflow that you can use over and over, but you want to stop starting from scratch every single time. Most cleaning businesses answer the same questions every day, every week. Yet most owners still write replies from scratch or use ChatGPT with almost no context. So the problem is when you open ChatGPT and type in a bare bones request, you get a bare bones answer. The AI has no idea who you are, how you price, or what the next step is. A generic prompt equals a generic reply. So the customer is going to ask a question, and then and you want to give them specific information from that question. Most people will use this type of a prompt, very generic. Write a reply to this customer. And the customer says, "Hi, I'm interested in a deep clean before my family visits this weekend. How much do you charge and do you bring supplies?" I'm going to show you and give you an example of this prompt and just show you what it looks like. But the thing you want to understand is that what ChatGPT doesn't know is your business, your pricing logic, your tone, and your next step. So I'll demonstrate this for you and you'll see what I mean. So this is the prompt example. Write a reply to this customer. "Hi, I'm interested in a deep clean before my family visits this weekend. How much do you charge and do you bring supplies?" So you can see the prompt. So it was the generic output, and you have a generic output problem. So when ChatGPT doesn't have your context, the reply it produces is technically polite, but practically useless. So it's polite but weak, no process, no business identity, no action. And it's still what it ends up doing is creating a lot of mental drag on you, where you still have to rewrite it before you send it, and it doesn't save you any time at all. But I'll show you again a prompt with more context and watch what it does. So we're going to add business context. The better prompt is, "I run a local home cleaning business. A customer is asking about a deep clean before a family visit this weekend. Write a warm, clear reply that explains we bring our own supplies, pricing depends on home size, number of bathrooms, and condition. The next step is to ask for square footage, number of bathrooms, and preferred cleaning day. Keep it friendly, professional, and easy to send." So with this prompt, now ChatGPT understands the business, it's local, the customer concerns, the workflow, and the next step. Now watch what happens when I put this prompt in. I'll give you a demonstration. Now, as you can see with this prompt, it is a lot more detailed. So it is just it's night and day from what you got. But look at everything that it printed out. Now, I'm not going to go through all of this because it's really long, but see how it printed out something totally different. Now you got something that you can really send to a customer. Now they will get an idea of what you can do for them. The real lesson here is that the assignment became clearer for ChatGPT. Okay, same ChatGPT. You don't need a different tool or plugin. The model is the same. You gave it better context. Tell it who you are, how you work, and what the customer needs to hear. A better workflow will define the next step inside the prompt so that the reply moves the conversation forward automatically. Again, these are things that you're probably doing every single week. But when you can do this and use this example as a framework, you can use this assignment, prompt assignment, over and over and over. You just got to know how to give it the context. So with a better result, it's a reply that you can send immediately. You don't have to rewrite, or you do a whole lot less rewriting. If anything, you might have to tweak a word or something here and there. You always want to review it first before you send anything, of course. But it's going to help you save time, and which saves you money, and which also gives you the opportunity to go out and play sometimes. Okay, so that's it. So just an example of a workflow, a basic workflow for a home cleaning business. If you want to go a little deeper, then go to my Substack at theagenticteacher.substack.com.